So we are exploring where the pond is going to go. I think to about here. It's got to be 10 metres that way as well.
That was 10.
Yeah. So what's that? That's 6.
But remember, we're not having a regeneration this side. Only there and there.
It doesn't really matter so much about where it is. We just need to make sure we've got the big enough plot. It's quite cold this morning. So this morning we starting bright and early. We have quite a few things to do. We've got to nip down to the bricolage again, my favourite place, Chris's least favourite. And we've got to today we've got to find ourselves, I think it was 6 or 7 tons of gravel. Probably need about a ton of sand. We need like drainage pipes, we need rebar, we need breeze blocks, because we're going to be starting a project which is quite exciting. Let me just turn you around. Over here, we are going to be starting the build of our swimming pool. Let me take you over there and you can have a closer look. So I already had a little lesson from the French guy who's rented us this mini Pele or little digger to us. Thankfully it looks like the ground is quite dry, which isn't great from like a digging perspective, but it does at least mean hopefully we won't hit the waterboard. But yeah, I've basically got to dig out this entire area, which we want to we're going to actually take the turf off the whole lawn and then use the earth from here to try and raise the level of the rest of the garden. I'm not actually sure if there's going to be enough. In fact, I'm pretty sure there won't be, but we'll also be digging the hole for the Foss septic. So hopefully with the earth from there and here, we can sort of get it a bit more level. Anyway, we'll see how we get on. So apparently you shouldn't really use a digger on the weekend, but I've just spoken to the neighbours, which was a conversation that went surprisingly well, and we're all good. We can crack on with the digging. So yeah, let's see how I get on. Right, here goes. This is so much fun, you have no idea. I think I need to turn it around and dig this little plate at the front into the ground. The idea is that then I change the centre of gravity. Oh, there we go. Oh, right, and then if I turn it round. Hello. Right. Actually, I'm getting the hang of this now. Never used a digger before. but I feel like it's starting to click. He says. All I've got really is a lot of mess. I haven't really even started on the pool yet, but oh well, we're learning. One of the things we're most worried about though with this is we know there's power cables that run from here over to the stables, but we don't actually know where they go. So I really hope that they're under the footpath over where the camera is, not underneath the lawn. Who put them under the lawn, right? That seems like madness. I wonder what that is there. But that's going to be expensive. Sorry?
Doesn't matter. Dumb. What you do. Up, down, forward.
Why didn't they put it over here?
Well, this is not where the pool is.
That's true.
Crack on and just fill either side.
Okay. Right, now we are trying to get rid of this bush, which normally you wouldn't use a digger, but as we have it, might as well. It's surprisingly stubborn though, I have to say. I mean, obviously a digger isn't really designed for this, but it seems to be doing the trick a lot quicker than we could. Go on, over you go. Trying to get it further over there. Find out how much petrol it takes now. I was amazed how long the tank actually lasted, but we only filled up this little jerry can. How does this work? Yeah, it's quite neat. Oh, that's heavy. Oh, bloody hell. I should have moved the digger. Oh my god, it's so heavy. My arms. Oh, my arms. Before I go, I must remember to check how much petrol that actually takes. Or diesel. Gasoil. So, as you can see, what we've been trying to do is get all of the, it sounds fairly straightforward, we just want to dig a massive hole, but the problem is the arm on the the arm on the digger only goes down so far, so and because of the power cable that we discovered, which was over here somewhere, so I think that runs straight from the house down to the stables. Yeah, because this power cable's here, we can't kind of build a long smooth slope and then just kind of dig it deeper as we go. We have to kind of I tried to anyway, build a nice little like ramp down here, and then down here another little ramp. I'm going to jump in. If I stack it, it should be comedy content, even if I come out looking like an idiot. I'm hoping it's safe down here. I think like clay is pretty solid, so hopefully there's no risk of a cave-in. Anyway, so here we are. As you can see, it's like really deep when you're down here, or at least it does from this perspective. I don't know about up there or in there. But yeah, one of the challenges we had is as you scoop it, it gets really uneven, the surface. So when I tried to bring the digger down here and plough it with the bulldozer to sort of make it all nice and smooth, but the whole digger was kind of lurching from one side to the other and all over the place. So that didn't really work, but we could kind of get into the corners a bit to make it a little bit tidier. So today we've got to finish off digging the rest of my ramp, and then somehow we've got to try and make footings. Oh, this is going to take a lot longer than I thought. Right, anyway, should we crack on and get on with the job? There now, we're basically just doing digging of the final kind of chunk of earth that I need to get out. The only challenge is it's really, really steep and it's quite scary being on this angle. So I've got to be really careful because I don't have the most secure footings. But there's nowhere else to put the digger really. I've just got to make do with where I am. I am perched right on the edge of a 2 metre drop, which is basically 3 metres when you're sat on the digger, and it certainly feels a lot further than even that. As you can see, like, we're basically now just digging the ground away from underneath us, and yeah, I've just got to kind of dump the last bits and then we are there. So just pray for me. I hope I get out in one piece. Right, see you later. Does certainly to me. You look so far down. How are you going to get out? Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
So, we dug a pretty big hole today, haven't we? Oh, the hardest bit was just trying to get down the straight edges, because you had to kind of like creep the digger right the way to the edge and then pretty much dig underneath you, and you couldn't see where you were going, so that was quite scary.
You did so well. I just found it too monotonous, and also when you were like at an angle perched over. Oh, it scared the hell out of me. Not for me at all. Well
well.
done, you should be really proud.
Well, it's a team effort.
Yeah.
Needed someone
it is.
to empty my buckets.
Lots of dumping was had.
Lots of dumping.
And between dumping, I managed to sand about 4 floors.
Yeah, very good.
So we got this far, and now we need to wait for the digger to come back and do the rest.
Yeah, I'd sort of quite like to just get it done today, but it's a pity they couldn't rent us it tomorrow. So just like clearing it out, trying to get it all flat at the bottom will be quite tough.
I'm trying to get this a bit more.
Yeah, but this is
curved.
actually meant to be. This is actually meant to be smooth, sloping. Like originally it was up here, but there's apparently meant to be a bit of a gradual gradient, and then you have kind of.
And then the wall will come to like here.
Yeah, we'll have like brick walls there, and then in here there'll be like gravel. But you obviously put like the EDPM, which is like basically a rubber coating thing that makes it all waterproof. A liner, that's the one.
It's over there.
Yeah.
Silly thing it did arrive on time.
Cost a small fortune, but it's there. Weighs a ton. I've no idea. If we don't have the digger, I have no idea how we're going to get it in.
No,
I think it was something like, what, 80 kilos?
No, 300 kilos.
300 kilos, wow.
Yeah, and just for anyone who's interested, this whole
300 kilos,
project,
bloody hell.
just for anyone who's interested, this whole project, we budgeted £10,000 for it. And so far we're under, but by the time we finish, get the plants in, which are important, decking will cost a small fortune.
Yeah, that looked really expensive.
Yeah.
I took it off our shopping list. I was like, let's make a bit more progress before we start buying the decking.
Bad. Anyway, we need to go and get dinner. I'm starving.
Yeah, let's go in. Yeah.